Hey everybody, it's Tuesday evening, it's getting dark. I guess I got to do this one kind of quick. I just thought I'd get on here today and talk real quick about meditation. I have a lot of family and friends who, while spiritual, they don't particularly meditate in the traditional sense, but they do other things like play instruments, they, do artwork. Um, they get out and they do walking, and so sort of a walking meditation. Anyway, so there are other things to do, but I thought I might mention some of the traditional methods for meditation. And if you've never done it before, it's as simple as breathing in through your nose, however number of seconds is comfortable for you. Start out with, say, maybe 3 or 4 seconds, and then when you inhale through the nose, then you hold it for that same amount of time. So I'll give you an example, and then you're going to blow out for that number of seconds and hold again for that number of seconds. So I'll do it for 4 seconds, and I'll give you an example. Go. Now we're going to hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds and hold. And you just keep repeating that. After you do it about 5 or 10 times, you might find it interesting or comfortable to close your eyes while you're doing it. And usually when I first started, I guess I started with the mindfulness meditations, which is just trying to stay present and focus on your breathing. And of course, it's hard to turn off the brain, so you're going to have thoughts, but don't attach to them. Just watch them come through and pass out through, go through you, and just try to remain present right here. And that's a real good one. But my favorite one has always been gratitude. And, when you do it for 8 years, you don't want to keep saying the same thing. Like, I'm so grateful for my family and my friends and health and those normal things. I get specific, thank you for having comfort in my body. Thank you for the dexterity of my fingers that allow me to work. Thank you for allowing me to take a deep breath. The things that we take for granted until we can't. And the next kind of meditation I like to do a lot of times is one where I think they've got a name for it. It's like program muscle relaxation or something like that, but I didn't know there was a name for it. It doesn't really matter. But what you do is you start at the top of your head. You're laying down in your bed, you do the breathing, you get a little relaxed, and then you tense up the body, starting at the top of your head. You pay attention to the crown, and then you tense it, and then you relax it, and you work your way down incrementally with every body area, down to the tippy toes. And usually by the end of that exercise, you're pretty relaxed, and you can start at the toes and work your way up, whatever's comfortable. But that's another technique. But so I talked about the mindfulness one, the gratitude one, and this last one was the muscle one. There's also some you can get, I think, on apps and things, like guided meditations. Those are kind of fun to do, where it's almost like a story. But those can get you into quite a good and deep trance like state, and very relaxed. An hour or 20 minutes of meditation feels like you've been resting for an hour. It's very rejuvenating and uplifting and calming all at the same time. And I wrote down a couple more. I'm trying to remember what it was I wrote. Oh, yeah. Walking meditation. That's a real good one. You can do that with your dog, but, when you're walking, you're just quiet and mindful. And I think that's one of my favorite, because I like to be outside and I like to be in nature. And so that's also a good one. And the last one I wanted to highlight, I think, was your transcendental. And that's an interesting one. That's one that they recommend people who uh, are quote unquote experts in the field or whatever. They recommend 15 to 20 minutes once or twice a day of transcendental meditation, and for it to be really beneficial. And that's where you repeat a mantra. Now, the mantra, it depends on you. It depends on what area you want to work on. If you're working on self-esteem, if you're working on love, if you're working on money issues, whatever it is, I mean, you can repeat things like, I am full of God's divine love, or I am abundant in all good things. And the mosquitoes are coming out. And so there's a lot of things you can say, but it's repeating a phrase for about 15 to 20 minutes. It's a positive affirmation. It helps to raise your vibration. And so that's the last one. So just for a real quick recap, and by the way, this is always going to be sloppy. Like, this is just a home production thing. And I'm not likely to I don't know. I don't know if I'll get into more tech. Anyway, the ones that I mentioned was the walking meditation, the mindfulness meditation, where you just try to stay present, observe your thoughts, don't attach to them, and let them pass. And the transcendental meditation, where you're repeating the mantra for 15 to 20 minutes. You can do it out loud or to yourself. It doesn't matter, whatever you're comfortable with. And the gratitude one, I don't know how anything but when you are full of gratitude, you appreciate everything you have, and you don't focus on the things that you don't have, and you become just a more content and happy human being. So I highly recommend that one. And the guided meditations are so much fun. There's a ton of them, I think, on YouTube. And I think, like I said, I think there's apps for meditations like that. So, just check it out. And the last one is the muscle relaxation one. And I really like doing that one. If you've had a really tense day and you just feel like a ball of nerves. I had to grab my hat away from a spider. I'm just covered up with bugs tonight. Anyway, yeah, so I think that the muscle relaxation, if you've been really tense and you just can't, wind down, you're just a ball of nerves, and, you just feel all, I don't know what the word is. Anyway, full attention. I recommend that one. That's a good one. It's always good to unwind with that one. And I was doing that in high school because somebody had told me about doing that. And that'll lead me to another video I'm going to do. I'm a pretty imaginative person, and I like to use my imagination. And I'm going to, in the next video, I think, talk about some of the tricks and things I like to do other than traditional meditation that, I don't know, they're pretty groovy, and they keep me in a high vibe, and I think you might enjoy doing the same thing. So I'll share that in the next video. That'll be things that I do to help me sleep. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.